About Wilson. What do I get if I deliver your message?
How about a little kiss?
I'd rather not.
Phew, you don't know what you're missing. Just 200 gold then.
Show me your goods.
What are you doing here?
Thieving fast, I'll cut you.
Knock her down! Get a bloody move on!
Stop right there, you fiend.
Hold it. I'm not...
What? You not... No. And... It's... But... Here it...
What?
Huh? Just...
Got
And he...
Panzel it.
You...
Shit. Show me your goods. Show...
You'd better behave while you're here. Thieving fast, or I'll cut your hands off! You brought this on yourself! Get lost! That's enough! Get lost! You get lost!
I'm going to tear everything! Ooh, that hurt. heck was that?
Put that thing away. That's more like it.
Finally, I get to use my weapon. Bloody shadow. I'm going to make a hat out of you. Finally, I get to use my weapon. Finally, I get to use my weapon. I'm going to make a hat out of you.
Demon spawn must die.
Keep running!
I'm not moving a muscle.
The heart of Antigua.
Do you mean the island or the town?
Both.
I'm not moving a much.
Antigua is going down.
Well, bad times, aren't they?
No more than usual. I'm slowly getting used to it.
You sound grim. Sounds like something is weighing on your mind.
I'm not well at the moment.
No hard feelings. That's true for many of us.
What's the situation on the west coast of Antigua?
It's overrun by the shadows. I'm glad I was in town when it all kicked off. The earth shook and there were deafening sounds. It was fucking terrible.
Have you got any wise advice for me?
There are outsiders on Antigua. Demon hunters and followers of magic. Maybe you should listen to what they have to say. I think they might be useful to us.
That's probably true.
It's bloody
We're not gonna survive this. We're not gonna
Get lost. Don't try anything else.
And how about you? Let me guess. You lost your family in the war, you just happened to land in this mess, and none of it's your fault.
What did he say?
He thinks we're a bunch of vagabonds.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Of course, you almost starved to death. Just a few coins, that's all you need. Isn't that right?
I can always use more gold.
Unfortunately, I have to disappoint you. I was robbed of all my possessions 3 days ago.
Big words.
So bugger off.
And who bashed your skull in?
Allow me to rephrase. I'd like to drink my beer in peace and have no intention of speaking to random vagrants. Got it?
Vagrants.
What else would you be?
Don't get worked up.
What could you have possibly done that would be of any interest to me?
I can take on several hellhounds at once.
Oh, wow. Several hellhounds, you say? That really sets you apart from the other windbags around here. Oh, all right. If it'll get you off my back, what do you want?
I guess you're not one of the local pirates.
How dare you? Do I look local?
So why are you here?
I, got lost.
Right.
Actually, I was following my destiny. I can't describe it any better. Destiny called me to this forsaken island, and I obeyed.
Sounds familiar. You're trying to follow your destiny. You keep getting interrupted by big mouths who have no idea who you are and insult you for no reason.
All right, you've roused my curiosity. So who are you?
I am someone who stands up against the underworld.
Well, if you are who you say you are, you might just be the man I'm looking for.
If you treat everyone this friendly, I'm not surprised you haven't found anyone yet. So what do you want?
I fear the Hellhounds are merely the harbingers of a far greater threat. I've heard that demon warriors are approaching from the north. I want to see them and find out if they are as demonic as the rumors suggest. Do you feel up to the task?
Rough up some demons in the hinterlands. I'm with you. What do you say?
Oh, all right. Better than rotting here in this hole in the ground.
I don't know about you, but I'm not squeamish.
I'll be right behind you.
That's what I'm worried about.
Where to?
We'll start at the edge of town. We'll discuss what to do when we get there.
Antigua is going down the fucking drain.
Hey, you old swashbuckler.
Wow, fancy seeing you again. The place is going to rat shit and you're still gallivanting around. By the way, Alvarez wants to talk to you.
Yeah, I already spoke to him. Why don't you tell me what's been going on in the tavern instead?
You know, a few loitering louts here, a few drunken pigs there. Same old, same old.
Oh yeah?
Of course it fucking isn't. Take a look outside, you dimwit.
That almost sounds comforting. You don't have any magic crystals by any chance?
Magic? Nah, but you could check the warehouse or ask Alvarez.
Thanks. What's new?
Hey, this is Antigua. There's always something new. What do you want to know?
What's the situation like inland?
Word has it that it's bad. There are rumours of strange black earth that keeps spreading. I don't know if it's true, but I ain't been there since the shadows arrived.
How did you fare when the minions attacked?
I was lucky. The tavern provides good protection. It won't hold forever, but we'll give them a run for their gold. But the others weren't so lucky. I haven't heard from Flynn, but hopefully he's safe in the warehouse. And as for Emma, the Eastern Shore was the first to be overrun. I'd go check up on her, but it's too dangerous.
You got something to drink for me?
Sure. You know how it works. If you pay.
Can you teach me something?
We'll see.
Show me how to negotiate a better deal when trading.
All right.
Let's see what you've got.
So what'll it be?
Don't even think about it.
I'll be all over you the moment you do. I don't know anything about voodoo. I'm not an alchemist. I'm not an alchemist. The lock is too intricate for me. Let's see. The tuning fork produced a very special sound for them. A tone that accompanied their song and lulled them into a trance. One night, a thief stole the tuning fork and fled to Calador. I see.
I'm going to make a bat out of your skin! You've got it now! Bloody shadows!
What happened?
You were unconscious.
The dogs, these ghastly dogs. You must...
Dead dogs don't bite.
You mean?
They've passed away.
Oh, thank you. I'd be dead now without your help. Here, take this as a token of my gratitude. You look like you could use something like that.
Tell me, what happened to you?
When I noticed the creatures attacking the town, I tried to hide here at the eastern beach. But there was no way back out. I was trapped.
Can't you swim?
No, not very well. I would have drowned. I've accepted my fate. Even now I feel death approaching me. I don't have much time left.
How can I help you?
I fear it's too late for me.
You're still alive.
Yes, but for how much longer? Maybe there's a remedy. I know an old recipe of the Shaganumbi tribe. I don't know if it'll work, but we can try. I have some of the ingredients. The only things I'm missing are moldy bones and rotten mushrooms.
You know natives of the Shaganumbi.
Yes, I obtain most of my goods from them. The voodoo skills of their witches always fascinate me.
Me too! And look what I've become! Ha!
I don't quite understand.
All right! The spirit wants to be silent, but the mouth is weak.
And the remedy? I'll get the ingredients for you.
Good. I'll go back to my house. You can find me there.
I have the ingredients you wanted.
Thank you. I'll start work on the recipe as soon as I get home. Here. This is for you. If you're interested in curiosities, take a look at my wares.
Can you teach me something?
Sure. What do you want to know?
I want to be able to brew my own potions.
It's best if you stick closely to the recipe to start with. Combine the ingredients and heat the mixture. Not all potions need to be heated. Well, just stick to the recipe. That isn't too difficult.
I'm not good enough at this. What have you got?
See for yourself.
What have you got?
See for yourself.
I have killed several of...
Where?
Two on the...
Well done. We'll talk later. First...
Here are your 3 magic crystals.
Oh, that's... Thanks. How did you do it?
You don't want to know all the details.
Well, in any case, I'm glad this turned out to be another success for me.
That's the main thing.
Here's something for your efforts.
Right. Don't want to forget that. Thanks. What are you gonna do now?
I'll stay here and try to help the pirates rebuild the town. I have a feeling this island will have an important role to play. Good luck on your travels, my friend.
Then you go first. I'll follow.
But don't make me wait for you. Let's go.
Come on. We've got business.
I've got a bad feeling about him.
That's reassuring.
I think it's going to be dangerous from here on.
Wait.
Are you scared?
Who's asking?
I just wanted to be sure that you don't run during the first proper fight.
Shut your mouth and keep moving.
Just stay close behind me. Come on, keep going.
Hey, that patch of land is mine, so don't think I'm giving it up. You can tell that to your friends in the town.
I'm not here to kick you out.
No? Then why are you here?
I'm just passing through.
So, just like me, only nobody wants me here. There's just no future here for guys like me.
Why aren't you in the harbour town?
I've been there already. I even gave my last gold to that old fat git Spencer. But you know, all I wanted was to put a few bottles of rum on a slate and he throws me out. A shitty life, I tell you.
It could be worse.
Easy for you to say. Your pockets are probably bursting with gold. But if you've got nothing set aside, it's hard to make ends meet. At least if I had my old gear, I could make a fresh start.
So what about your gear?
I pawned some of it. What else can you do when you need gold? That cutthroat has got the rest of it. I've got to get it back somehow.
Who's got your gear?
I can't remember exactly. Wait a minute. I pawned my decent clothes to Flynn, the storehouse master, for a few gold. He's probably bundled it up and left it lying around in the warehouse. And Spencer, the landlord, has tied my money bag to his belt. I'll be damned if he's going to keep it. The bag was a present from my mother. And one of his thugs took away my sword. A fine weapon is bound to be rusting away in some dusty corner.
I'll look for your gear.
What? Really? Why would you do that?
Because otherwise, you'll end up as dog food.
Dog food?
Yeah. The hellhounds eat fools like you for breakfast.
Damn. In that case, hurry. Get me my stuff and I'll see what I can give you. Agreed?
Agreed.
I'll lead the way. There's no end to these foul creatures. Let's move on. Come on, keep going. Let's move on.
Damn shadows! You've got it now!
You're never getting up again, you damn shadow. It's unpleasant here.
Yeah. This isn't the Antigua I once knew. Someone was thorough.
The shadows, the black land continues to spread. Come on, we'll take a closer look. I'll lead the way. Let's move on. Come on, keep going.
Let's go slit a few throats!
going. I'll lead the way.
I'm going to crush a few skulls now. That'll be the end of that creature!
Come on, keep going. Let's move on. By all the spirits, it's worse than I had imagined.
And that's just the beginning.
The demonic warriors are dead. You're right. The island is threatened.
I knew it.
It seems the island is slowly being devoured.
And I'm going to stop it.
And how are you going to do that exactly?
Don't worry about it. I've seen enough and now must act. I will go to Calidor. The demon hunters will know what to do. Thank you, but I must go on alone. Farewell.
What, you're leaving just like that?
What did you expect? Friendship for life?
Wait a minute. You're not getting off that easy. We still have a job to do.
I'm done with Antigua. I need to find the home of my ancestors on Calidor. My ancestors are demon hunters from Calidor, but I've never been there. I want to find out about my ancestors and join their cause. To do so, I'd need a ship.
I have a ship.
Is that so?
It's an old sloop, but seaworthy.
And reliable. It's never let me down so far.
How much would passage to Calidor cost?
Nothing, if you help me occasionally.
All right. So you show me your wonderful ship.
I have just one condition.
Oh, what now?
Drop the title. I feel like a fawning courtier from Caldera.
I think that can be arranged.
Good. My ship's here in the harbor.
When you cast off, I'll be on board, Captain.
I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! Good! Let's go slit a few throats! I get to use my weapon! I'm going to make a hat out of this guy! You've got it now! That'll be the end of this creature!
I know nothing about crystal magic. I know nothing about crystal magic. That's lucky. Thanks. I thought I'd have to rot here forever. How did you manage to free me? No idea. My encounter with the Shadow Lord at Crab Coast could have something to do with it. A Shadow Lord? There's something that's even worse than those minions. Wouldn't you like to know? Okay. I don't really want to know all the details. Why were you detained here? How should I know? It's not like I could ask. I was simply overpowered by minions, and before I knew it, I was captured. Still, they kept me alive. But what about my goods? Tell me more about you. Well, when I'm not a captive, I'm in charge of the warehouse. I've only had the post for a short while. No idea what happened to my predecessor. Right. So if you need anything, I'm your man.
Always good to know there's a merchant nearby.
Your hellhounds in the warehouse are history. Good news. Right. I've got something for you. On the top floor of the warehouse, there's a battered old chest. There are some crystals in it. Some old bloke, I've forgotten his name, claimed they were magic. Ha. I see. It's probably rubbish, but they're beautiful crystals. Take them. You can probably make better use of them than me. All right then. Thanks. Do you have anything else for me to do? Now that you're asking, my brother Quinn owns a sword fragment that I'd like to have. Bring it to me and your pockets will be filled with gold. Where is he? That is a good question. That scumbag is far away from here. Went on about an island with natives. Keeler. Yes, that's it, Keeler. Good. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Camp overseer? That sounds boring. I used to work as a swineherd. You stink like shit and the whores won't take you upstairs. Managing crates is the better option. Exactly. I'll get you the sword fragment. Good. A person like you will go far. You don't say. Show me your goods. No problem. Do you know a pirate called Griffith? Yes. He was here not long ago. He exchanged his clothes for some gold. But I tell you, they smell so bad it's just attracting the rats. So do me a favor and get the stuff out of here. Look in the first floor of the warehouse and you'll find a package.
Last time I was here, the warehouse was still in one piece.
Could be because of the hellhounds.
That's no reason to burn down your warehouse, idiot.
I know nothing about crystal magic.
Very well, I'll stay here.
This sounds interesting. The alchemist placed his antique pestle in the waves of the sea every evening to preserve its perfect shape. But one morning, it had disappeared. Rumor has it that the pestle recently washed up on the eastern beach of Keeler. That's good to know.
Very well. I'll stay here. Very well. I'll stay here. Very well. I'll stay here. Bugger off! Get out of my sight! Get out of my sight! Get lost! Here, get you nasty. The fight has been decided.
Ouch! That was hard.
I have killed several of the hellhounds already.
Where, exactly?
The warehouse has been dealt with.
The warehouse? As well. That could have been bad. Good work.
That's it. The hellhounds are finished.
Very good, my boy. And here I was thinking that this was the end of the town.
Yeah, would have been a pity.
Precisely, and that's why we have to rebuild it.
Sounds like you've got a plan.
I have, but we need help. We need fresh blood. We're definitely not the only community that's fighting for survival. We have to convince the others out there to forge an alliance with us.
You will not escape your fate, so enjoy your existence while you can. Soon your soul will belong to me.
How about some equipment?
This is all I can give you.
That's all.
What did you expect? We have fallen on hard times.
Come on.
All right. Here's something else. But if you want more, you'll have to do more than slay a few hellhounds, all right?
Sure. The backcountry's infested with them.
More hellhounds?
Not just them. Demonic warriors were there as well. Until recently.
Where the hell is this spawn coming from?
Where do you think? Perhaps one of those crystal portals in the hills?
You've got to find what's behind this and eliminate it.
I'll take care of your crystal portal.
That would be good. I'm afraid the town can't withstand another onslaught.
Do you know how to destroy a crystal portal?
Ask a sorcerer. I haven't got the foggiest idea.
An alliance? With Antigua, the pirates' headquarters?
Why not? Weren't we the ones who saved the world from certain destruction by the Titans? Weren't we the ones who still sailed the seas until the great battle against Mara?
We? What the fuck do you mean by we?
Fine, true. The other guilds weren't quiescent either. Which is why it's so important that we cooperate with them.
That sounds like a challenge.
It is. The hardest thing will be to stay calm for the time being. We mustn't exhaust ourselves during the first skirmishes against Crow and his fleet. You are our best hope now. You speak for us all. You lead the captains of the other community's ships into our harbor, until such time as we have assembled enough firepower to rout Crow's fleet of ghost ships. Only then will we be ready to strike back.
Right. I'll convince the other captains about the alliance with Antigua.
Good. And I'll prepare the town for our visitors. I hope there's lots of them and they're willing to add their firepower to the defense of the harbor. Since you're already here, you can align yourself with one of them. We would benefit from their strength.
A word about the pirate alliance.
Go ahead.
Which factions do you think would join us?
The Captain's Council is weakened. We need anyone who has a ship and can command it. And here I make no distinction between a club-swinging native or a tome-reading mage, as long as they have enough marrow in their bones to support our cause and stand up against Crow and his ghost ships.
I understand. How about you? Couldn't you also contribute a seaworthy ship?
The last ship that was anchored here was Captain Morgan's.
Morgan? You're talking about Slane's ship. Morgan was just his helmsman.
Well, after Slane's demise, he seized command of the ship. Since then, he's been roaming the seas, looting and torching everything before his cannons.
Where can I find Morgan?
He's out there somewhere, and he'll probably find you first.
We need Morgan on side. He and Slane's old crew would be a great asset for the cause.
You can put that idea right out of your mind. Morgan has been uncontrollable ever since he tasted blood. You wouldn't recognize him anymore.
We'll see. I'm not going to dismiss such a great ship so quickly.
As you wish. I'll just have to look on and see how you two wear yourselves out. We need the support of the other community. Only when we have gathered enough combat strength in our harbor.
His mountain of debt drove him on his luck when he came back.
Not.
Your reward must be some sort of joke.
What? Why?
That thing is just as useless as you are.
I'll tell Grace.
You'd better tell me what I want to hear, or else.
All right. Take this gold. I wanted to use it to buy some milk. But I guess I can do without for a bit. Yeah. Go ahead and...
Emma is alive.
That's incredible. I didn't think she'd make it.
She nearly didn't. They got to her. But she's almost her old self again, thanks to her voodoo art.
I'm glad to hear he's okay.
Flynn's doing fine.
Glad to hear that. Guess he avoided the creatures.
Unfortunately not. Running away was no longer an option for him.
What? He didn't eat his legs, did they?
No, he still got them. He was trapped in some kind of magical barrier.
You worried me.
Did you throw a pirate out recently?
Are you talking about that bastard Griffith? That dog wanted to get drunk at my expense. He weighed down his purse with stones and thought I wouldn't notice. But tell me, boy, why do you care?
I'm supposed to bring him his purse.
If that arse thinks he's going to get his purse back, he's got another thing coming. There was nothing of value in it for a start.
Well, then give it to me.
No, you'll have to pay for it. But it won't be cheap. I'm not doing that bastard any favours.
About Griffith's purse. I'm not good enough yet. About. I'm not good. What have you got?
See for your...
What do you think of this place?
I'm surprised that nobody has laid waste to this place. Pirates are a pitiful, lowly people fighting for survival. But if you want to sail the seas, you have to come to some arrangement with them.
I've got some sort of soul dust here. Have you ever seen anything like it before?
It's extremely valuable. You'll need it if you leave the path of humanity.
You mean it can make people more human? How?
Give me 5 portions of soul dust, and I'll be able to show you.
Tell me a little more about your forebears.
The Dark Warriors of Calador were once the custodians of peace in these parts. They faded into obscurity, but they still exist. We are under threat from the shadows, and the green fires are burning.
Come on, let's go.
Of course.
Why not join?
No, there's no room for me.
We should split up again.
Yeah. Before we set sail, there's something I must do.
Sure. That's Calador, the home of your ancestors.
My legacy is somewhere here on this piece of land. I have to search the Iron Bay for traces of my distant great-uncle Randolph. But the Iron Bay is dangerous. I could use your help.
What is your legacy here?
I'm not sure what's left of the great house of Von Driel after so many years, but my father often spoke of our estates here in the Iron Bay.
Estates? Sounds impressive.
I know my inheritance is there, and I'm going to find it.
I'll help you find your legacy.
Thank you. I promise that you won't regret it.
All right. But wait till you get it before you give it.
Then I'll follow you. We'll find my inheritance somewhere in the far southwest of the Iron Bay. I'll tell you when we're close.
Come on, let's go.
Of course.
Why not join?
You already got someone with you.
Don't you have work to do?
It's good to see you. Don't be made to look a fool.
Well then, what are you doing here?
Relax. I'm just having a look around.
But don't piss about, get me?
Who's the boss here?
Our captain fell in the battle, and command fell to me.
You're a warrior.
I'm no sailor, but I'm sure I can captain this tub. The shadows beat us back in the north. It was hard to bear. Until we regain our strength, we'll be on our guard and keep our distance.
Who's your bot?
Oh no, lad. I'm a demon hunter from Calidor. We stand against... And not because some trained monkey in a frilly shirt gave us orders. We have heroes. Eldrick, the druid in the citadel, is one of them. A wise man. His words carry great weight among us.
The people need you out there. A fleet of ghost ships is advancing, and they're taking no prisoners.
I know, but what can we do? A frigate against an entire fleet, without a proper plan? That's suicide.
And if I had a battle plan?
I like your attitude. All right then, lad. Convince me. The shadows are everywhere. We're surrounded here. Show me a way and I'm with you. So no platitudes, no we'll make it or everything will be fine. I want to hear something feasible.
All right. I'll think about it.
You do that, lad. We'll be anchored here. Watch your back, lad.
What are you doing here? I'd advise you to leave, and quickly.
Why should I?
The shadows are rising out of the ground. There are reports of dead people everywhere. Green fires are burning. Suddenly, these damn demon hunters appeared and took over the old citadel. And you're asking why?
It's probably just as bad everywhere in the southern seas.
If you say so. I'm a fisherman, not a fighter. Since the shadows started threatening the world, it's harder to survive on Calidor.
Hard, but not impossible. That's a reason to hope, huh?
I don't think I follow.
It's all right. Just ignore what he said. What are you doing here?
When I'm not fishing, I'm advising all the new arrivals on this island to turn around and leave immediately.
All right, if you say so.
Really? You're the first person I was ever able to convince to leave. Hang about. Are you taking the piss out of me?
No, I'm about to explore the wilderness.
What? Are you mad? At least let me take you to our fishing village.
Then show me the way.
Good choice. Let me know if I should take you there.
Tell me more about the threat.
What do you want to know?
What was all that about the demon hunters?
Most new recruits are joining them. There isn't much choice of what you can be here on Calidor. Demon hunter or grave digger. Well, I forgot to mention becoming a corpse.
What did you say about the green fires?
The demon hunters also appeared here after the green fires were lit. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
Why not? They could protect you from the shadows.
They could, yes. But they don't. All they do is eat our fish.
Tell me more.
They suddenly started burning. I've heard rumors they're supposed to be some sort of a call. But if you want to know who ignited them, I have no idea.
What about the Citadel?
The Citadel is a grim old ruin where the demon hunters have established their base. I advise you not to go there. The road is perilous. The best thing to do is leave the island the same way you came.
Take me to the fishing village.
Follow me.
This way!
Here we are. Have a look around, but you won't find much here. If you're planning to go deeper into the wilderness, remember to stock up with provisions. Apart from that, I do knife throwing practice every evening. Feel free to challenge me if you see me doing target practice. Be careful out there.
What's that supposed to mean? No fish?
I'm sorry, but you heard me. We have to look to our own. Can't give away everything.
Be careful out there.
Bloody hell, what am I supposed to tell the others?
You could try to catch something at that beach yourself.
I don't have time for that. You'd better have something. Show what you're made of! I'm going to get you! An uncle of mine was also a fisherman.
And where's he?
An uncle of mine was also a fisherman.
Damn. Another mouth to feed. Are you one of those demon hunters as well?
No.
All these new people arriving on the island aren't making our lives any easier. As if we didn't have enough to do already.
Problems?
Well, you could call it a problem. Since the farms have got into trouble, everyone suddenly seems to want our fish.
Why don't you keep your fish?
We have just enough fish for ourselves, and a little left over to sell. But we can't just let all these people starve to death. Particularly now, when they depend on us. Things are in a real mess here.
Why aren't you out fishing?
Good question. I'd like to, but I can't.
Why not?
Because something always interferes. Either monsters on the beach, or somebody wants something. Well, I'll get it done somehow. It's not like I'm stupid.
Do you need help?
I don't know what you can do. We are unable to fish anymore.
Why don't you get help?
Help from whom? The demon hunters think that it's beneath them to deal with this. Other than that, there's nobody else on the island. But if you're offering your services, you look like you could do it.
Where are these creatures exactly?
Directly below the village on the beach. Just go back along the same route you used to come here, and go along the beach. You should come across them sooner or later.
I see. Okay. I'll kill your beasts.
Thank you. Tell me when you've slain the creatures.
What will you give me if I kill your beasts for you?
I don't suppose you'd be interested in fish, would you? You can also have gold, if you prefer. You can choose.
Well, who do we have here? A new face on our island. Welcome to the lowest level of hell. It's the best place to be right now.
In a bad mood.
Don't you know that feeling? The whole world's going down the pan and you feel more alive than ever before. Sorry. Guess I've been here too long. Gallows humor's the only thing that helps with all the shit going on here.
Spoken like a great warrior! Or someone who thinks he's one.
Oh yeah? Well, you look like you've seen better days yourself.
Possibly, but no idea.
What are you doing here with the fishermen?
I'm here to gather fish for us.
Who's us?
Us demon hunters, of course. But these poor fishermen have been hit hard. Their work here is becoming impossible, what with all this shit going on. No wonder they have so little to sell to us.
Why don't you help them?
Demon hunters have battled against the shadows and their evil brood before. We can't be everywhere. Anyway, I'm out on patrol, and I've got to get back soon. And we don't have the manpower to help the fishermen. It looks like I'll probably have to return to the Citadel without any fish. Join me if you like.
Take me with you.
Okay. Let me know when you want to set off. And if you do manage to find a few raw fish, I'd be willing to buy them from you at a good price. But the thing is, I've got no gold with me, so we can only do business when I'm back in the Citadel.
All right. How's it going?
Disastrous. The shadows are advancing and people are dropping like flies. It's the perfect time to be a gravedigger, I'd say. There's plenty of that kind of work here.
I guess a lot of looting is going on as well.
Nothing gets past you, does it? When chaos rules and people vanish, we have to choose who to protect. Not even us demon hunters can be everywhere.
Can you teach me something?
Possibly.
Teach me how to pick locks.
The important thing is not to be seen doing it. But I don't need to tell you that. So, you go to your own chest, to which you've lost the key. Then you take a piece of pliable metal and fumble around with it in a lock. First, you feel out the mechanism, so you get an idea of how it's constructed. Then, you bend the metal into shape, so you can lever it open.
There's no point in sneaking unless nobody's watching.
Why are you here?
Captain Finch wanted to prevent someone undeserving taking over his place at all costs. Therefore, he hid his infamous pirate flag at a perilous location before his death. It is said that he was last seen on Keeler, near a native village. That's enough for me.
I'm telling you straight, before you ask. If you want a message delivered, find someone else. I'm fed up with dragging other people's crud around. I'm gonna take a break now.
Are you some kind of messenger?
I'm not just some kind of messenger. I am a messenger. Or rather, I was a messenger.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't want to do it anymore. I've travelled enough. It's time to devote myself to drinking.
And what are you doing with your free time?
Drinking. If you give me some rum.
Why should I?
I'll make you a deal. You give me some booze to help me aim better, and we can have a little knife-throwing contest. What do you say?
All right. I'll fetch you some rum.
Just let me know when you want to play around. And don't forget the rum.
I don't want a message.
All right. In that case, I have a suggestion to make. I've got a letter that wants delivering. Do you feel like doing that for me?
I'll deliver the letter for you.
All right. Here it is. Remember messenger confidentiality. Don't open it. The letter must be taken to Harry in Keeler.
All right. What will I get for delivering the letter?
Normally the recipient pays, so let him pay you.
How about a round of knife throwing?
Have you got a bottle of rum for me? Otherwise I won't eat anything.
I'm not good enough yet. You don't need any rum.
I don't need any rum. You reckon?
You can also throw knives without rum.
I can throw knives without rum? Well, maybe you're right. Tell me if you'd like to try your hand at knife throwing. Of course, that's only possible when you train regularly. I throw knives every day at noon. With a bottle of good booze, the world... With a bottle of...
Be careful out there.
get to you a fight! I'm going to crush a few skulls now! I'm going to make a hat out of your... I'm going to make a hat... What a waste of prime sacrificial meat! Look out! Holmes is here! That hurts. I'm going to make a hat out of your skin!
The beasts on the beach have been taken care of.
Really? All of them?
Yeah.
That's great. Now we can fish again. Thanks so much. What would you like as a reward?
I don't want anything. I'm happy to help.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Wow, thank you. There really are good people in this world. Leave me. I need to think about... Leave me.
Can you teach...
Possibly.
Teach me how to pull...
Fine.
I don't have enough gold. Be careful out there.
Let me at him! Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
What? Who? Me? Nothing.
Yeah, sure. You're robbing these graves. It's obvious.
Oh, come on. They don't need this stuff anymore. Don't tell me you've never done something like this.
No, I haven't. I don't rob the dead.
Really? Well, that's very noble of you. As far as I'm concerned, the mages have asked me to search for knowledge and magic. Once I've gathered enough, I'll trade with the locals.
You aren't from Calador?
No, I'm a guardian from Tyrannus.
I don't give a fuck who you are. Keep your hands off those graves.
All right, I don't want to cause trouble. I was going somewhere else anyway.
Got anything to sell?
No, I haven't found enough things to trade yet.
What do you know about the mages?
They command the most powerful magic in our domain. Stronger than voodoo mumbo-jumbo, and more powerful than runes. Then there's us guardians, of course. If there's a way to defeat the Titans, I'm sure you mages will find it. If you want to learn true magic, you should join us and go to Tyrannus. See you later.
I'm going to make a hash of your spit! That beast is never going to get up again. I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! That was fast. Finally, I get to use my weapon. I'm going to make a hat out of your skin!
No more ammunition.
That'll be the end of that creature!
Hey, put your weapon down if you don't want trouble.
Smart. At last, a human. You must help me. You can speak. I'm Burke, one of the demon hunters. Unfortunately, something went a bit wrong during my last experiment. I can see that. Yes, but all is not yet lost. I can reverse the transformation that caused this. Tell me about your experiment. One question bothered me ever since I joined the Demon Hunters. What if mankind no longer needed to fear death? Without that fear, we'd be warriors who'd outmatch any enemy. So, I tried to discover a way to raise the dead. Did you tell the others about your plan? Are you out of your mind? They'd never have let me. Now I know why. If only I'd never touched that magic. It certainly was not my idea to end up with my spirit in these old bones. It seems you could do with some help. Well spotted. Returning to the Citadel in this state is not a good idea. My brothers-in-arms would immediately unsheathe their blades and attack me. Unless you accompany me and make sure that nobody gets up to any mischief. That's all. Well, there's still a little detail. I need a magic formula to get my spirit back into my body. But if I'm not mistaken, my counterpart no longer has it. We need to ask around in the Citadel to find who has taken it. What do you think of this part of the world?
The demon hunters have seen the way things are going and want to negotiate. But their power alone won't be enough to stop death.
What do you think of this place?
The home of my ancestors has suffered greatly. It'll take us decades to rebuild what we lost and rise again from the ruins. I will do everything I can to ensure that it does.
Your great-uncle Randolph wasn't a fisherman, was he?
Duh! You're not listening to me! Randolph von Driel was a dark warrior. His estates lie to the southwest of the Iron Bay. Famous and glorious, he led his followers into battle against the fiends that were threatening the land. So show a little more respect when you speak of him.
Right. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Show me.
Sure.
Can you teach...
What would you...
Come on, let's go.
Sure.
Leave me.
Can you teach?
Possibly.
I'd like to take.
Fine.
Let's go to the Citadel.
All right then. But you wouldn't happen to have some fish on you? 10 would be enough.
Here, I have some raw fish.
Great. Where'd you get hold of that? Doesn't matter. Let's go to the Citadel. Follow me. We have a long way to go. I hope you know how to use your weapon. Let's press on. Advance! Are you gonna be alright?
I'll manage.
That's alright then. If you have any more questions, just ask.
What do you do when you don't get any more fish?
We've lost contact with 2 farms. There's just enough. But if any more people come to the island, we'll have a problem. Panic hasn't broken out yet, but it will soon, I fear.
Let's press on.
Okay, just stay close behind me. It's not safe here. I don't know what happened to the farms. All I know is that none of them are receiving deliveries anymore. Maybe the people at the tavern know more. You could try asking them.
Ugly thing, better squished.
Let's press on.
Finally, I get to use my...
Enough is enough. Go up the mountain here to the northwest, and you'll reach the tavern. You should pay a visit if you get the chance. Since the green fires have been lit, there are more reasons than ever to drown our sorrows. But first, let's get to the Citadel.
What do you know about the green fires?
The green fires are a call. A call for all demon hunters in the world to gather here. To train each other and rise up against the shadows.
Who built it?
I don't know. But if you want to know more about it, you should talk to Eldrick.
Tell me more about this Eldrick.
Eldrick is our druid. He lives in the Citadel. He's your man if you want to know more about such things.
Let's press on.
Okay, follow me. The tavern's a good place for picking up rumors. There hasn't been much in the way of entertainment since the fires have been burning. Unless you like handling corpses. Come on! Advance! Come on! Advance! Right, we're almost there. We'll be at the Citadel soon. The last remaining bastion against the shadows.
What can you tell me about the shadows?
I don't know that much about them. I only know that they've brought misery and chaos. Maybe it's an omen that everything here will soon turn to shit. All I know is that I must kill them. That's all I need to do.
Alright, let's keep going.
We're almost there. Soon the Citadel will be back to its former glory. If there's a place to be when everything goes to hell, then it's our Citadel. Let's press on!
Alright.
Nice shack.
It's a little more than that.
Yes, it is a big, nice shack.
Family?
What?
Family. Your lineage. I need to know which house of demon hunters you belong to so I can add you to the list. Or didn't you follow the call of the green fires?
I'm not a demon hunter.
So, you have no leader, is that it? You could join us. We could use all the help we can get in these dark times. But if you're just here to sponge off us, you can piss off right away. We need real warriors for this war. I myself would like to go out and give the shadows a good kick in the nuts. But someone has to stay here and mind the shop.
So, you're waging war with the shadows here?
It's our destiny. Why do you think we lit the green fires? As a call to the old dynasties of the demon hunters. We demon hunters have struggled to maintain the balance of this world since time immemorial. We've been lying low for so long, but now it's time for us to reveal ourselves.
What's your job here?
I look after the new recruits. I was here first, and I will be the last one standing. If that day ever comes. Have you spoken to the druid, Eldrick?
No.
Then do so. He'll welcome a new face. You'll find him in the back.
What can you teach me?
What do you want to know?
I don't have enough gold. That's not working. That's not right.
What are you up to in here, eh?
What can you...
What do you want?
I don't have enough gold.
I'll show you, you thieving butt. Yeah.
I would have caught you.
Don't you dare do that again, or else.
I won't want to be in issues right now.
Get out! I'm not gonna tell you again.
How many times have I
Get
told
the
you,
hell out of
bastards,
here.
not to run through my
You
hut?
had your chance.
What's your...
Leave me alone. Everyone here has a problem with me. It all started when I found this place to sleep. Don't sleep among the supplies, they said.
Get out!
But none of the vagrant. When I returned from a hunt a few days ago,
Get
the
lost
second,
or I'll call for
I
help.
can't begin to tell you how much I bloody hate those pigs.
He who does not
Now
listen
everyone's walking
must
through my
bleed.
hut. Every bugger under the sun. So,
What's going
now
on
you're getting
there?
to see what I'm like.
You see? That's what happens.
I better not let you out of my... How many times...
What's your problem?
Leave me... It'll... Don't... But none of the... When I can't... Now... Just leave me alone. Just leave me... Scrap! I don't want to see your sort anymore. Keep your fingers to yourself, understand?
So, here we are. Impressive, eh?
Who built all this?
Our ancestors. Demon hunters of the past. Dark warriors from the old times. But that was long ago. The place was abandoned, and the buildings turned to ruins. Now that the darkness is looming over the land, we are needed again. So we're here to rebuild everything. Do you have any more questions?
I've got no more questions.
Okay. Then I'll return to the Citadel and tell them about the fish.
Can you teach?
Possibly.
I have.
Show me what you've got. Thanks.
I have.
Show me what... Thanks. Thanks.
Stand upright, arms to your sides. It's a start. And your sword arm seems to be pretty efficient as well.
Pretty efficient. I can strangle a sea serpent with my bare hands.
Yeah, sure. And a conifer forest grows wherever I shit. They're bound to need someone like you at the Citadel.
As long as the mattresses aren't flea-ridden. I've had some bad experiences. Want to hear about them?
No. Don't think so.
Do you think the Citadel offers enough protection?
It's safer than the farm buildings, that's for sure. Only when you're prepared to lose everything are you truly fearless. If you are ruthless in battle, victory will be yours.
Wise words.
I learned them from my old master. I can still hear him now. It's not the steel that makes a man of you, my lad. It's your heart. Okay, enough of that. You must be up to something.
What do you sell? What's your story?
Where I come from, who I was, that's all in the past. What matters is the here and now. And like all of my brothers, I followed my calling.
You don't like to talk about your past, do you?
No, it wouldn't change anything after all. I always focus on what's ahead of me. But instead of talking, I've got a better idea. Let's have a little fight and see who wins. After all, that's why blokes like you are here. I might even know a trick or two that could help you improve.
What can you teach me?
Slow down, Tiger. I don't share my knowledge that fast. You gotta earn your lesson. You know what you need to do.
Can I make myself useful?
No idea. Ask the others. Normally you'll find them scattered around the Iron Bay.
Great.
What are you pulling that face for? You can try and beat me in an arm wrestle. You'll find me at the table every night. Talk to me, if you got the balls.
You ready?
I was ready yesterday. So draw your weapon and show me what you're made of.
Yes! Poke him in the eye! Wicked!
You ready?
I was ready yet. So draw.
Yes! Poke him in the eye! Rip his head off! Wicked!
You ready?
I would. So draw.
Poke him in the eye! Rip his head off! Oh, what was that?
You ready?
Rip his head off! That's it! That was fast.
That was a good fight. Impressive. You owe me a beer later, alright?
So, you gonna teach me something now?
I'm always glad to share what I know with a fellow hard bastard.
I want to learn something.
What do you want to know?
Have you got the fish with you?
No, but I could get some. Here it is.
There are only 10 here.
I couldn't get any more.
Okay, well then this'll have to do for now. Thanks.
Alright. I'll let you know if I find a nice juicy pig on my watch.
Or we'll just eat a shadow.
Right.
Can you
Possibly.
Ah, reinforcements. I hope you don't have any trouble in tow. Well, if that's the case, you can scram right away.
I'm not looking for trouble.
That's what they all say, and I end up having to clobber them with my forge hammer. So, go straight, nothing will happen to you. I hope you're not one of those guys who brags about their wealth. I've no use for them. I need guys who sort things out.
Let's see what...
If you can afford...